Hey everybody, Argent here. Haven't done a stream in a couple days, and I'm kind of a sad boy today. So I figured I'd come on and be a sad boy with the rest of you. So, what am I a sad boy about? Basically, I screwed up. I made an error on a presentation that my boss was showing to a client, and what my boss does is he does kind of this passive aggressive thing where when I screw up the he kind of lets it just wait a couple days. Just kind of goes makes lures me into a false sense of security, makes me think maybe it's not going to happen, and then he just goes ape shit on me and just yells and rants and raves and stuff like that. And it's really difficult. And I think the hardest part about it is I'm someone who holds myself to a very high standard. I always try to do the best at everything I do. I always try to take responsibility for my actions. And if I ever kind of screw up or fail anything, then that's very hard on me. Because I try to be a man of honor. I try to, I guess, earn my pay, do my best. And if I fail, if I let someone down, as I said, I just take that very hard. But I guess that's part of growing up, and it's something a lot of people just never really come to terms with. But yeah, so I'm just waiting for the hammer to fall. I don't know if I'll get fired for this. I'll definitely get yelled at pretty bad, but oh well. This is my first serious adult job, as it were. Um, if I lose it, I'll at least have had a good year of experience. And it should be easier to get another job after this. So, but that's not what here's to talk about. We're not just here to talk about me being a sad boy. We're here to talk about. Did you know you made the mistake before he said anything? Yes. I found the mistake, and I just fessed up to it immediately. He didn't notice anything. No one noticed anything. I just was like, I'm not going to pretend that this mistake isn't here. Um, my honor and my credibility is more important to me than even getting fired from this. Because if it turns out later on that I knew about a mistake and I covered it up, I don't know. That's a black mark on your career. But yeah. So I'm just kind of a bit depressed from that whole thing. I think understandably so. You should look elsewhere even if you don't get fired. I just really like my job, so I don't know. I'll just let it sit for the moment. Thing is, the longer he delays, kind of, every time I get yelled at, it kind of has less and less effect. If that makes any sense. I mean, yeah. But, yeah. Every time I get yelled at, it's kind of like it. That's the problem with being super aggressive and like super abusive to people. Over time, they just kind of get used to it and they just stop caring um, to nearly the same degree as they did before. But anyways, I thought this was a good point to talk about because people are always like, Argent, do a video on economics. Tell us what your thoughts are on economic issues. Capitalism, socialism, that sort of thing. Because a lot of people in these circles are very, I think justifiably so, cynical about capitalism. They see capitalism, I think to a large extent correctly, as being the driving force of multiculturalism, or at least one of the main driving forces. The idea being that kind of the natural inclination of capitalism in general and kind of the modern corporatist structure in particular is to sell to as wide a market as possible. So the more people you can bring in, the larger the market is. So, so mass immigration is a good thing. Getting more and more people involved in the market is kind of the most important thing you can do. Is yeah, to etc. So that's, I think, part of why they tend to champion identity politics so much, because the more they champion identity politics, as it were, the more they what was I saying again? Yeah, the more they champion identity politics, the more people they bring in. Like if they bring in the LGBTQ and the blacks, etc., they can, I don't know, they can sell to those particular groups. They can make specific things that market to them, and they can make more money that way. There's also the culture of swipples, and swipples love anything that's unique, that makes them feel better about themselves. So that's kind of, I think that's something you really have to keep in mind when it comes to modern capitalism. It kind of innately embraces globalism because it provides a larger market, and they're kind of entirely driven by the profit motive. I think when it comes to economics, I think John Paul II, I think a lot of people in these circles are really critical of him, but he basically said, I support private property, a free economy, and stuff like that. But the problem is when we start to turn all of human existence into a balance sheet, where we stop kind of viewing people as people, and instead we take the perspective that people have only have worth as units of the GDP, as units of GDP. That is like basically the whole joke. If you weren't aware of China Economy Strong, I mean, China Economy Strong is partially just making fun of China, but another part of it is it's kind of my criticism of the kind of the modern conception that people only have worth as far as they are. That was weird. I've been hit by that thing before. People only have worth as far as their economic units. People have no intrinsic worth as human beings. If anything, it's kind of a system that de-emphasizes the individual human and says they have no value. It's almost to a certain extent not even the nation that has value or some higher moral purpose. All that really matters is the GDP growth rate. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing with China Economy Strong. And I don't know, it's you have to wonder, because ultimately if that system proves more powerful than I guess how we've kind of traditionally understood it in the West, but if they if China Economy Strong is not able to if we're not able to stand up to it, then it might lead to the same thing. If we just become extremely poor, if we basically just kind of become a economic colony of China, is that really better than, I guess, kind of embracing their modes of construction and stuff? But I do think in general the modern sorry, I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. There's a lot of things to talk about. Oh boy, Lothric Knights. I hate Lothric Knights. Holy shit, that did no damage. What was I thinking of again? Come on. Let me roll away. Estes. Okay. Bring it, big boy. They're asking what Horus's profile pic is. It is the noble. I think it's the king seal or the elephant. Right, elephant seal. That's what it is. It's an elephant seal. The noblest of seals. The what's it called? I don't know. Yeah, but anyways, I mean, it's kind of a damned if you do, a damned if you don't situation with kind of capitalism versus socialism. I mean, as much as we might hate it some of the time, and as much as it can be difficult to kind of accept, capitalism works in terms of creating wealth, in terms of lifting people up out of poverty. Compared to the Soviet Union, I remember hearing that what the Soviet government tried to do a couple times was they tried to show a documentary about poverty in America on Soviet television, and the Soviet public didn't believe that it was a documentary on poverty. They thought that the poor people in America were actually the wealthy people because they were showing like ghettos, and the blacks in the ghettos lived better than like the Soviet middle class did. So, like I said, there's kind of these two aspects to it, which are kind of hard to regulate between. I mean, the other kind of disappointing thing is how bad modern unions are, because unions are unions are I think they were historically a good thing. I think they were critical in kind of getting a fair deal for the working man, and I think they are a necessary kind of counterpoint to government at this point in time. Sorry, a counterpoint to kind of the bosses and corporatism. On the other hand, the unions have just kind of given up, I think, on economic issues. They've given up on really caring about the well-being of their membership. All they really kind of do these days is just advocate for generic left-wing policies, be it open borders, be it. I think there's a way to kill these angels. It's got to be somewhere around here. Yeah, the Londor pilgrims become angels. Oh shit. Fuck. Okay, I've just got to run through this, but yeah, so economics are kind of one of those things that is kind of a difficult issue. And I kind of sympathize a bit with the fascist position on it. The fascists largely just didn't care about economics. The fascists saw economics as kind of being a secondary issue, that prosperity would follow, mass prosperity would follow after there was a national regeneration. After kind of society was worked out, after everything got into order and that kind of thing, that society would just kind of fix itself. I know Hitler in particular just didn't really care about economics. It was viewed as just kind of a secondary thing that didn't really matter. That was kind of a position a lot of the various fascist leaders took. And it's kind of interesting, if you've ever played Victoria 2, fascism is the most flexible form of government. You can implement capitalism, you can get rid of capitalism, you can implement social reforms, you can remove social reforms. And they had kind of a very flexible standpoint on it. Some were, like Mussolini's government was initially very more free, one of the more free market ones. Under Franco, they kind of had a corporatist economy that over time kind of became a more and more just kind of free market economy. There was just a very wide variety of ideas. A lot of them kind of initially had a lot of kind of, I guess you'd call it corporatist rhetoric, but over time they kind of they did kind of just give up and kind of convert to free market. I mean, there is something to say about kind of the inevitability of free market policies. It doesn't seem to be something we can get away from. Pretty much every communist state ultimately had to give up on socialism and convert to a market economy just because socialism doesn't work. I mean, as the best cases where socialism works is Scandinavia, at least traditionally, where you had a relatively homogenous, high trust society with a. Have you gone past the angels yet? No. I have no idea how to get past the angels. I haven't been able to do it. There's a way to get past them. I just don't know how. Are there any new but great mods for Victoria 2? I don't think so, to be perfectly. I mean, I'm sure there are. I just haven't seen any lately. Okay. Fuck. I gotta take out my great shield and hopefully that'll help. You need to kill some slimy dudes and they disappear. Yeah, I know. I just have to find them. That's kind of the problem. Because I don't know where these slimy dudes are located. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe they're down here. Yeah, but that's kind of just the thing we face at the moment. And I don't really know what the solution is if we want to, as a society, I guess, kind of try some hybrid LARPy economics, or if we just want to stick with free market capitalism and try and find a way to make it work better. How to make it work better is kind of an open question, though. I don't really know. Sorry, guys. I probably should have planned this a bit better. So, yeah. I guess we'll just turn this into a Let's Play of Ring City. Play Ringed City with political rambling. Yeah, so we'll just stop doing it. So instead of this, I'm just going to do a Let's Play of the Ring City, and I'll just talk to you guys in the chat. So this will just kind of be one of the boring ones that's not really supposed to be anything serious. I don't know if it's blocked in your countries or whatever, but I did a video making fun of this DLC. It got blocked in a bunch of countries because I used clips from Gundam Wing in it, despite the fact that it's very obviously a parody. Basically, from the last episode of Gundam Wing, there was... Or maybe I'll do this stream about Dark Souls. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Basically, in the last episode of Gundam Wing, the Gundam scientists are on Battleship Libra, and the Gundam scientists are overloading the reactor because the leader of White Fang is going to crash the Gundam's the whatchamacallit, the Libra into the Earth and destroy Earth. So they're gonna overload Battleship Libra's reactor and blow it up. So what wound up happening is this guy, he talks to the Gundam scientists and he's like, all you guys could cause me is headaches. You interfere with everything I do. And then the Gundam scientists are like, well, we're going to interfere just this one more time. So I did a parody of it. So in the parody of it, I was like, we're gonna troll just one more time. Maybe I'll talk a bit about the rig city and the conclusion of Dark Souls. So I haven't been able to get past these fucking angels yet. I know there's probably a trick to it. I just haven't been able to figure it out. One of kind of my issues with the whole thing is, I don't know. I mean, was this DLC necessary? I mean, was either DLC necessary? I just wonder if Dark Souls 3 would have been better if there was just no DLC and it just ended with the if they just ended with the ending of Dark Souls 3. Because honestly, I thought the ending of Dark Souls 3, I mean, it didn't really explain anything, but it was kind of a nice ending. You fought the Soul of Cinder, who was a really good climatic boss fight. You kind of went back, and he was kind of bits and pieces of all the previous bosses you had fought over the course of the series. Um, so that was kind of cool. I think that the three endings or the four endings really. I think the four endings were all pretty kind of satisfying. I think they all kind of explored different uh, takes on the series, but I think they all more or less kind of resolved the storyline. Like, linking the flame is. I thought linking the flame was okay. I think it was kind of funny because if you try to link the flame like you did in the previous Dark Souls game, Dark Souls 1, there's so little fuel left that it just burns your hand, and nothing other than your hand catches fire, which I thought was kind of funny. Um, so yeah, so your hand just catches fire and nothing else, which I thought was kind of interesting. Then there's the end of fire, which I thought was a cool ending because it's a definitive end for the series. The end of fire finally kind of resolves a lot of things. We know that the first flame has finally died. It's been confirmed for us, and we can kind of move on with the plot, so to speak. So that's kind of interesting. So you have that, which is pretty cool. Then you have the usurpation of fire, which is kind of a fascinating ending. I think the usurpation of fire is cool because it kind of gives us an idea of how a world without the cycles would work. I did kind of a summary video where I talked about the entire kind of Dark Souls series in summary. I kind of attempted to make a coherent timeline of the whole thing. Like to kind of go back, go through the three games to see if I could come up with a narrative kind of from the bits and pieces that you're given. I think the really important thing to keep in mind with the Souls games, and I've said this a couple times, is the Souls games are really supposed to be mythology. They're supposed to be legend. And because of that, there's a lot of stuff that's just kind of off about them. Like a lot of times, stuff just doesn't really make sense. Multiple things can be true. Things like that. Oh, did I finally get past the fucking Machine Gun Angel? Yes, I did. Fuck you, Machine Gun Angel. Oh shit, enemies. Okay. Well, I have my heavy duty weapons, so just don't die now. Oh god, don't die. Desert Pyromancer Zoe. Is she a mini boss? She actually has a name. I'll answer that question in a minute. I'm just trying to not die here. Fuck. Oh my god. I have a really bad shield for this. Let's see. Do I have a shield with higher fire resist? Um... Havel's shield. Havel's shield's always good for everything. Fuck. Oh yeah? What are you gonna do, bitch? I have Havel's shield. Oh, so close. Fuck. It's kind of neat. What? How did she hit me? I had my shield up. Can she just go through your shield? Okay, well this time I'm just going to run past her. Fuck it. Let's see here. Let's go to that question. I got a question. Do you have any opinions on the skeptic community cannibalizing itself now that they have lesser and lesser fuel for the SJWs and lack a clear and obvious target? Yeah, I mean, the skeptic community was always pretty retarded. I mean, basically what it was is there was a bunch of people who were raised by, like, really dumb kind of shit-tier evangelicals. And because they were kind of raised in that environment, they kind of got a very twisted idea of what Christians are like and what Christianity's all about. I found with a lot of them, and people occasionally stumble across my videos from that community, and what they tend to say is they tend to say, wow, Argent, I've never heard a person like who can speak in complete sentences making arguments for Christianity before. A lot of them are just kind of surrounded by really, frankly, dumb people who are like, Jesus loves me. It's in the Bible. I know that that's a stereotype, and that most of those people are kind of like on our side. But at the same time, I don't really think they do us any good. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna... Fuck this. I'm gonna look up and see if there's a guide. Like, where the fuck these things are. Because I've looked, I can't find the... Okay, someone says Cancer Angels. How to deal with Cancer Angels. Okay, I'm watching a video. How to do this. Okay, I looked it up. I know where to go now. It is in the least fucking obvious spot ever. I'll show you where it is. If you people are stuck, you can see this. This is insane where they fucking put this. It actually really irritates me. It's so cheap. No, like, I know how to kill them now. I looked up where the thing is that you have to destroy to get past them. I kind of wish I knew what what kind of damage they did. Now, admittedly, part of why this is so hard is because I'm playing this on New Game Plus. And I'm playing this on New Game Plus because I kind of was trying to decide between my various characters. Robocop says, oh shit. Thanks for holding these live streams so frequently. It brightens my life. Thank you. That actually, and I'm not just saying that, that actually means a lot to me that you say that. I kind of feel like I'm doing these too often, but this is kind of, as I've said, my form of social interaction. I've kind of come up with a term an Argent term called wage hermit. So what a kind of a wage hermit is? Oh shit, those things can move. Is a wage hermit is kind of the working counterpoint to a need, as it were. Fuck. Yeah, so a need is so yeah a oh thanks sure guys if you want me to keep doing live streams regularly, that's fine. It's as I've said, basically a lot of the time I kind of come home from work, and what normally happens is I don't really have much else to do, so I'll get home and it'll be like 7 or something. So I figure I might as well come I might as well just come on and I don't know, kind of hang out with some people. I like to interact with the stream chat. I like that people in the stream chat kind of talk to each other. I mean, that's kind of what it is. I sometimes do ones that have a bit more of a focus, like when I did the one on suicidal ideation. But it's kind of fun to just do these sometimes that don't really have a particular purpose, and people can just kind of talk about stuff and interact with each other. I think kind of one of the things about this, I guess, community, I don't know if you want to call it the alt-right, just kind of, just people who kind of hang out in these spheres, is a lot of it is just kind of us looking for male companionship. And I don't mean that in a gay way, but just looking for, like, I guess, kind of other males our age who we can just kind of hang out with, interact with, that sort of thing. So I think in a lot of cases in kind of the modern day, at least especially those of us who kind of live in urban settings, there's not always, I guess, kind of a lot of other males our age who we can kind of bond with. If that makes any kind of sense. Fuck. Spam Estes. Spam Estes. Oh. Fuck the machine gun angels. Why would they do this? This is low even for FromSoft. Okay. So I know where to go now. I looked up a guide. Oh, someone says I'm a woman. I do need to go. No, that's fine. I didn't know any woman could, like, put up with me. I was figured I'm just kind of cancerous for that particular gender. But no, if you enjoy, more power to you. I always appreciate it. I have very kind viewers. I do appreciate all the things you guys say to me. I try to respond to comments. If I don't respond to a comment, it doesn't mean I didn't read it. It normally just means I forgot to respond to it, or something else happened. There are no females on the internet. Well, 3D women are degenerate anyways. Oh, by the way, guys, I'll probably go on Becklocks. Let me just send him a message. Betchloff. I'll see if Betchloff will let me come on. I always have a lot of fun going on to that. Let's see here. I'm just looking up, double checking where the hell this is. Okay. Okay, so. Okay, I mentioned you to him. Actually, Raging here on Skype, I will send you his name, and you can try to talk to him and say that I sent you. 2D women are what 3D women are taken from. No, that was by far the most controversial thing I ever did. The video that I got the most shit for was the video I did on Hinata from Naruto, where I was just talking about waifus. That pissed a lot of people off for some reason. I don't know why exactly. I don't really know what was so controversial about it. I mean, a little bit of it was tongue in cheek. I'll readily admit that. But yeah, I don't know. Some people are just hard to please. Okay, here we go. Die, you fucking piece of shit. There we go. Oh. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you for letting me finally kill it. Oh. Fucking angels. But yeah, this whole DLC is just one big troll. As I did in kind of my Dark Souls 3 parody, which I kind of brought back, but yeah, like it's like nothing was really exactly resolved. And I guess it was kind of fine with Dark Souls 3 because it was kind of a mystery. Like, I think thematically the games were largely resolved. I think, like, thematically you had the end of the Age of Fire. You had the gods were all confirmed dead. We finally found out what happened to the Nameless King. The Soul of Cinder was kind of like I said, a greatest hits of bosses from the previous games. He was Gwyn. You had this epic duel. You had Gwen's music in the finale, and I just kind of felt like it was kind of a nice throwback to everything that made this series a lot of fun. But I kind of think they ruined it by releasing the DLC in what is pretty obviously a cash grab. Like, honestly, I thought Ashes of Endariel was appallingly, shockingly bad. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Seriously. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to go down there? Am I supposed to go back here? Okay, let me see here. Okay, let me see. Where's the next angel? Okay, I'm just going to look this up. Come on, show us where the next one's located. I want to kill it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where you go. I'm just looking at this video. I really, I don't know if I've talked about it for a while, but Dark Souls has like one of the most cancerous, unbearable fan bases of any franchise. The Dark Souls fan base is just absolutely like atrocious to have to deal with. Um, like they're just such douchebags. The whole get good thing is just, it's just really annoying. Because I mean, this series is hard. It's not just that this series is hard because of the actual difficulty. It's also hard just because a lot of shit is just not very self-explanatory. I think for me, the best example of something that's not self-explanatory is the whole Artorias of the Abyss DLC. Like, how... I hear something. Where is it? No, no, not the Heroes to the Abyss DLC. I mean, that was not particularly self-explanatory, but I mean more how to get to the Abyss. I mean, how are you supposed to know that? How are you supposed to know that you have to go and fight like what appears to be an optional boss? You have to go and buy the Seal of Artorias for a bunch of souls, go kill Sith, pick up the Covenant of Artorias, and then you have to use it to fight the Four Kings of New Londo. Like, how are you supposed to know? There's no other boss fight in the game that I can think of that you need to equip an item. Well, I guess I guess maybe the centipede demon with the ring that makes you immune resistant to lava. I guess that's kind of one, but in general, they're just not a very consistent thing in the game. So you're just kind of supposed to know all that, and I just think that was completely unfair. A lot of things in the Souls games, I don't think you could figure out without looking at a guide. And I don't think there's any shame in looking at the guide. And that was kind of, I don't know if you call it a controversy, but I got into a fight with a bunch of people on Theo Video's channel because I was defending DSP's Dark Souls Redemption run. Because, well, here's kind of the thing. If we're going to take the perspective that the way he played the game was not entertaining to watch and he kind of missed the point, I think that is completely fair. If we're going to take the perspective that he was cheating by using the Black Knight's halberd, I think that's retarded. Okay, for those of you who don't know, in DSP's Dark Souls the Redemption run, he got super lucky, and one of the early okay, someone's asking how the hell I defended DSP. Okay, let's go through this. So DSP wanted to replay Dark Souls, and he wanted to do it properly this time and just beat the game without any help, to just do a proper full run to kind of prove that he could do it. So what happens super early in the game is when he's fighting one of the first Black Knights, he killed it, and he got the Black Knight's halberd. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Black Knight's halberd is a weapon that was kind of broken. It has an absurdly high DPS output. And the thing is, it's supposed to be an endgame weapon. It's just if you get really lucky, one of the guys drop it really early in the game. And he got extremely lucky and he dropped it. And he just used that to kind of cheese his way through all the bosses. So he was just doing a lot more damage than someone would normally deal at that point in the game. So people were saying that because he did that, the whole run was not legitimate. That to be legitimate, he had to play the game with like a shit weapon and that kind of thing. I mean, there's some people who take the perspective that if you use a shield, you're cheating. You're not allowed to use a shield. You're not allowed to summon for any bosses, etc. Kind of the perspective I take to the Souls games is if you can do it in the game, it's allowed. I'm not talking about glitches, but if you can do pretty much anything, then I think that's fine. Trying to think of how to say it. Because, I mean, the games are super hard. I don't think anyone's going to argue that they aren't hard. I think to a large extent you are supposed to cheese them. You're supposed to just do whatever it takes to win. You're supposed to do whatever it takes to just survive. And it's... yeah, like some people say, like, the ceaseless discharge glitch you're not allowed to do and that kind of thing, but... I mean, it's in the game. The games are kind of unfair. The deck is stacked against you from the beginning. So yeah, you have to do what you have to do. I know in Dark Souls 2, one of the things that I did was there's an item in that game called poison arrows or toxic arrows, And the toxic arrows allow you to you can just shoot enemies with a bunch of arrows, and the toxic arrows do damage based on percent of health. So regardless of what enemy you're shooting them at, that enemy will eventually die, just from being shot with toxic arrows. So it's a really easy. So some enemies in the game, like those ogre things that one shot you, I just cheesed it and I just sniped them with toxic arrows from a long distance. And I think that that's legitimate. I know it's probably not the easiest, the most likely way to do it, but I don't know. There's different play styles. Like I always play this same play style where I play what's known as a quality build. A quality build is where you don't use magic or miracles or pyromancy, but you level your what time is the Beckloff podcast? I think it's 7. But yeah, so you don't use any of the other stuff. You just level your strength and dex and your physical stats, and you just try to maximize that. So you normally use whatever weapons have the highest DPS, and yeah, so use whatever weapons have the highest DPS and whatever weapons I remember whatever weapons have the highest DPS and whatever armor is just the best. So they kind of nerfed armor, but I'm wearing medium heavy armor, which tends to be how I like to play the game. Wearing armor that's pretty heavy. I'll just show you my setup if anyone's curious. So the I like wearing the Outrider Knight's armor helmet, which is not bad. It's pretty good. It's one of the more efficient helmets for the power to weight ratio. Although that one's not bad either. The follower helm. The Fallen Knight helm is really cool. Farron helm. Just some of the helms I just don't think look very good. Helmets are always kind of the hardest. Actually, the Vinheim helm looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll just use that for a while. So I have the Silver Knight's armor. I like the Silver Knight's armor a lot. Some of the other armors look pretty cool. The Fire Witch's armor looks pretty cool. The brass armor... Nah, brass armor is not great looking. I like the Fallen Knight's armor. That's probably my favorite outfit in the game, is the Fallen Knight's outfit. Yeah, I really like the look of that. Let's see here. Lorien's armor is really cool looking. Those are the leggings I wear, actually, because I kind of like the fact that they have a skirt on them. Let's see here. Executioner's armor. Yeah, I have super high stats, so I can wear pretty much anything without much encumbrance. Let's see. I could wear that. And I'll put on maybe the Vinheim helmet. Yeah, nah, it just looks silly. Do I have Lorien's helmet? Yeah, like, Lorien's helmet looks awful in my opinion. What was I thinking of again? Anyways, yeah, so DSP was playing the game, and he was kind of cheesing it because he was using the Black Knight's halberd. Now, like I said, I don't think it's cheating per se, because, I mean, it's in the game, and he got it fair and square. It's not like you can farm Black Knights. You just either succeed in getting the halberd when you happen to kill one of them early game, or you don't. And there's not really much more you can say about it. And DSP basically just got lucky. But, yeah, so people said he was cheating, so it wasn't cheating. The problem with it, though, is, while it's not cheating per se, when you play the Souls games, you're supposed to kind of develop a play style that works for you. Maybe you have really good reflexes and you like doing dodges. Maybe you like distance fighting with magic. Maybe you like, I don't know, some other form of combat, and you're kind of supposed to develop that and get good at whatever your chosen style is. The problem is when DSP chose to. Oh, cool. Oh, wait. Is this a new area or is this the? Oh, it's a new bonfire. Oh, okay. Yeah. So when he just used an extremely powerful weapon, he could go through the game without having to learn anything and without having to develop any of his skills, which was kind of an issue. So I guess I just have to jump down from here. This is kind of scary. I always get vertigo when this happens in the game. There we go. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that this was this boss. Oh, dear. How do I even hit these things? Okay, they don't have much health. Okay, that's something. It looks like it's fairly easy to kill them. I think this is an Ornstein and Smo type fight where if I kill one of them, the other one gets strong. Yeah, okay. Okay, that was just because I wasn't ready for that. This is going to be a hard boss fight, especially on New Game Plus. I am probably going to get my ass kicked here. Not going to rage quit, though. I'll try a couple times. If not, I'll just summon someone. Fuck it. Let's see here. Ring of Favor, number 3. Ring of Steel Protection, level 3. That sounds pretty useful. Got my Havel's ring, got my Estus ring. Let's see, let me put on a heavier shield. Oh, wait a minute. Is the Steel Protection ring just super heavy or something? Oh, no, the Black Knight Great Axe is just super heavy. Okay, well, let's try this again. I wonder if you can summon for this boss fight. Just because you have to summon and then jump down. You will definitely need a summon or two. I'm going to try it one more time, and then I'm going to summon. Okay, demons. It's time for, it's time to duel. Like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, shit. They have fucking Toxic? What the hell? Yeah, I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna summon for this boss fight. Fuck it. Why is almond milk degenerate? I don't know. If you're lactose intolerant, drink almond milk. It's not that big a deal. Okay. There we go. Lord of Cinder mode. All. It's a 2-phase fight. Yeah, I heard about that. You all won't think less of me if I summon for this, will you? Okay. I'll summon... Is that an NPC? Oh, I'll summon Slave Knight Gale. Cool. That's interesting. Let's see. Take the Great Shield of Glory, and I'll switch back to the Sunlight Straight Sword. Hey, Barcode. This is just kind of a... Okay, I summon 3 people. Yeah, that's a good idea. Fuck it. I don't even care. This DLC is one big troll anyways, so I might as well counter-troll the DLC. Hey, it's that guy who's the final boss for some reason. Oh, cool, it's a sun, bro. Okay, guys, let's go kill these fucking demons. Praise the sun! Okay, guys, come on down. Fuck. Come on, guys. Maybe it'll help if I, hide behind cover. Oh, shit. Okay, hopefully they're gonna come down. Come on, guys. I need your help. I need your help. Okay, good. I can hit this guy in the back. Okay, this seems to be going all right. Okay, come on. Try and hit me. Yeah, this seems like one of those fights that would be really easy with two people, but really hard with just one person. Like, Ornstein and Smo is much, much easier with two people. I have never been able to solo Sister Freda, and I've soloed Nameless King no problem. Now, granted, I got lucky with RNG when I soloed Nameless King, but even so. Yeah, like, one of these guys is by themselves is actually really easy. This guy can't dodge for shit. Ooh, shit. Get out of the way. I don't want to die, not when I'm doing pretty good. Why can I keep hitting him? Ooh, shit. Ooh, boy. Demon Prince. Here we go. Holy fuck. Okay, maybe I'll switch back to the super heavy shield. Okay. Oh. Oops, I don't want two shields equipped. Fuck. Switch back my Sunlight Sprayed sword. Okay. Oh my god, this is starting to remind me of, what's it, who's that boss? Oh, come on, fuck you, Phantom. You're supposed to beat this boss for me. Okay, well, hopefully the Slave Knight will, provide me with a bit of cover. I mean, he's hard, but this isn't too bad. He just has a lot of health. And this weapon doesn't do very much damage. Okay, screw it. I'm getting out my big weapon. I think the Dark Knight's weapons all do bonus damage against demons. There we go. Now I'm starting to hurt him. Alright, two-handed. Fuck. No! He can't die. If he dies, I'm really fucked. Fuck. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. I need two. I need like 3 summons to beat him. He's too hard. Okay, let me see if I have an okay medium shield that has good fire resistance. Lothric Knight Great Shield. Let me see if I have anything in my toolkit. Dragon Slayer Great Shield. How much does that weigh? Oh, not very much. Or would it be better to put on a Ring of Favor? Yeah, that'll let me use medium roll. Okay. I'll resummon Slave Knight Gale. There's gotta be some, like, summons around here somewhere. I don't see any. QB, is that kind of like QT? Sounds good to me. Can you summon 3 people, or is 2 the limit? I don't remember. I think 2's the limit. Come on. Best team is 2 tanks, 2 magic users. I don't see another summon sign, so I guess I can only summon 2 people. Oh well. Praise the sun. You can use 3. Oh well. Well, I'm sure this will all work out for the best and there'll be no trouble. At least this time I'm on medium encumbrance. Okay, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna... They don't seem to have very high damage resistance, so I'll switch to that. What does Dried Finger do? Is that a bonus against demons or something? There we go. I'll use the Sunlight Straight Sword's ability to increase damage dealt and decrease damage taken. Oh, I guess equipping the... Oh, okay, I get it. Equipping the finger lets you summon one more player. Okay. I'd always wondered what the hell that thing did. Okay. I'm gonna beat this boss. No more fucking around. Gotta get good. Gotta get strong. If anyone knows what that's a reference to, I'll be very impressed. That was a reference to the AVGN's Rocky video. Okay, there we go. Don't worry, QT. I'll help you. I'm coming to save you. Okay, there we go. Keep hitting them. Right to the face. Oh, shit. Oh, it looks like you can stagger him. Cool. What the hell? Okay, time for phase 2. I could try using the Great Lance. Where's my Great Lance? There we go, Great Lance. That's thrust damage. And it's not as heavy. I find it funny how shitty the NPC summons are at dodging and blocking that they have to give them like as much health as a boss. Oh shit. What the fuck are those? They're like giant fucking testicles of fire. Oh my god. This guy has so much health, I can't believe it. Is there some kind of trick to beating him? I don't know how you're supposed to beat him normally. Nothing seems to do anything. I mean, the three of us are just wailing away at him. Is there some secret? Is there some kind of like special weapon that does a shit ton of damage against him that I just don't know about? Or is this boss fight just supposed to take a fucking hour? I mean, this is a troll. Like, he's not even that hard, to be perfectly honest, compared to some bosses. Like, compared to the Fume Knight, this guy's a fucking pussy. But he does have just an absurd amount of health. You know what might be better, actually? Just switching to a lighter shield so I can dodge easier. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Oh. No! Oh, the fucking NPCs always die. I hate when people die in like near the end of a boss fight. This reminds me of Sin, the Slumbering Dragon. Although this isn't quite as hard as Sin, because he doesn't have the fucking acid skin. Yeah, good job, Lorien. Yeah, you really fucking killed this Demon Prince. He's in no way, like, still alive and at full power. Come on. Fuck. Okay. No, heal, you moron. Heal. Okay, good. Fuck you, Lorien. And I'm wearing Lorien's armor too, which is kind of funny. TBQH. Holy shit. I should be wearing the Nameless King's armor for this, because I think it has the highest fire resistance of any attack in the game. Of any armor, I mean. Died? Fuck you! Shit. Okay, I give up. I'm gonna get the dried finger and try this again. Argent experiences bug Demon Prince mechanics. See, do I have the dried finger? I think I have it somewhere. No, I don't. I'll go back and buy it. One of my things that I hated about DS3 is that they nerfed armor so much in the other games. I really wish they hadn't nerfed armor, because I actually really loved using armor. But they had to make it suck, so... Let's see... Wait a minute. Yeah, Raging, I invited you. Where do you get the... dried finger? Oh, do I have to use it as an item? Oh, okay. Oops. Okay, dried finger. Okay, let's summon his... What? Unable to summon? Unable to summon, of course. They have to fix summon at some point. Summoning is kind of shitty in all the games, and by shitty I mean it doesn't work. Come on. Yeah. The problem with it is it's just to, yeah. Bug summoning mechanic. Well, it is actually bug summoning mechanics. The summoning mechanics are shit in Dark Souls. They just don't work. I mean... Okay, there we go. Fucking unable to summon. You're always unable to summon. Okay, team. Let's do this old school style. Let's take these fucking demons down. Let's show them how warriors, how Sun Bros, how we deal with demons in our hood. Okay. Sunlight Straight Sword. No, Debs! Don't die, you fucking retarded summon. I need you to beat this boss for me. But yeah, I actually didn't find Nameless King that hard. I don't understand why people find him that hard. I got a bit lucky with RNG. Like, he didn't fly around that much. But in general, I don't think Nameless King is nearly as hard as people say he is. Fuck. Oh, there's no way I can beat this with only one summon. I'd say the hardest boss by far in the Souls games is probably the Fume Knight. I'd put the Fume Knight at number 1. Number 2, I'd probably put Sister Frey without summons. I don't know, like, how I would rank the rest of them. Oh, come on! Returned home? What the fuck is that? It's fucking bugged. You're playing this on PC, right? Yes. That's fucking bugged summoning mechanics. Unable to summon Phantom. Okay. Okay, and I'll summon one more person. We need 3 fucking people. Dying against a boss, get good. Come on, fucking summon. Why does this take so long? There we go. Okay. Oh, Argent tries at summoning. Summon Sargon? I'm playing with fucking Sargon of Akkad? What the hell? Hopefully he won't post gay interracial porn. Yeah, like, that's my complaint, is this boss is a damage sponge. Someone's asking if I am Catholic. Yes, I am. I am a convert to Catholicism. From nothing, pretty much. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Come on, guys, do something. There's 3 of you. You should be gangbanging that other one. Oh, shit. Phantom has died. Oh, fuck. My ass has died. Fucking awful summons. I mean, they're the worst because, like, they die before I do, which should not be the case. Oh, by the way, guys, while I have you here, I was thinking of maybe getting, like, a proper mascot at some point. I was thinking of maybe getting, like, an animal mascot or something like that. So, the animal I was kind of thinking of doing was a beluga whale. I didn't know if that would just open me up for too much ridicule. But beluga whales are my favorite animal. So, I don't know. I was kind of thinking of getting like a smiling beluga whale, maybe with a Cairo on it. Okay, there we go. Oh, I just like belugas. They're just such friendly looking animals. They're friendly and they're cute. And they're from the Arctic, and they're white. They're the most Aryan of animals, other than maybe polar bears. Okay. Argent tries it, bugged boss mechanics. I mean, if DSP actually beat this, I gotta give him credit. Like, I get that people say like he cheated, like he summoned for Nameless King and stuff, but even if you summon, these bosses are still hard. I mean, they buffed the shit out of them. Oh, come on. Fuck. 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 Roll. Estes. Estes. Okay, good. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? So much health. so much fucking health. Oh. I actually like Twin Princes. The Twin Prince music is my favorite music from a Souls game. I love the Twin Princes music. Okay. No, but unironically, if DSP actually beat this, I would... I actually have gained a little respect for him if he legitimately, like, beat the Demon Prince. I think he did, actually. I didn't think it took that long to do. Wait, someone's saying Twin Prince's Greatsword is super effective against him. Well, I'm willing to try just about anything at this point, so... No, that doesn't seem to be doing anything either. Okay. Fuck! Ugh. Fuck. Fuck. Fucking inconsistent damage. Okay. Something that irritates me in these games. I do think the amount of damage you take is inconsistent. Like, that did a lot more damage than what I normally take from attacks like that. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna try this one more time. I'm actually just waiting for Betchlock or Becklock, or however you pronounce his name, to send me an invite for the game. I mean, for the podcast. Okay, hopefully the person I get this time isn't a complete tool. That would help. Okay, team. We're going in. We're going to kick some ass. We're going to take some names. We're going to show them how we do this old school style. Argent experiences more bugged summoning mechanics. Okay. Oh dear, that was... I mean, my issue with this boss fight is the boss isn't even really necessarily hard. They just gave him a massive amount of health. Was there any reason that he needed to have this much health? No. It's because they couldn't design, like, an actual challenging boss. So, like, oh, we're gonna fucking give this guy an absurd amount of health. More health, like, 5 or 6 times more health than any other boss in Souls history. And that's going to be fair, and that's going to be fun for the person who's playing this game, is to just face a boss who has virtually limitless health. Okay, let's see here. Hopefully, with the my three amigos, we'll be able to beat him in round 2. Slave Knight Gale is a good meat shield. Oh shit. Okay. Have to save some Estus flasks for part 2. Victoria 2, German Empire. Yeah, the German Empire is kind of overpowered in Victoria 2. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Heal. Heal. No, they died. Fuck you. Fuck you, summons. Why do you have to suck so hard? Someone says this is a World of Warcraft boss. It really is. Looks like a World of Warcraft boss. Looks like something you'd see in some shitty raid. Bug mechanics and blaming the devs. Yeah. Okay, like completely unironically, summons are bugged in Dark Souls. I mean, they are actually, and like not memeing, not joking, they are fucking bugged, and it's like a really poorly optimized mechanic. Dark Souls 1 is super buggy. I actually got into some fights with people who were, because DSP was complaining that Dark Souls 1 was bugged. I think he was complaining the hitboxes were bugged. And I was like, yeah, the hitboxes are actually bugged in Dark Souls 1, you're right. They are. Like, especially when you're fighting Ornstein and Smo, and Ornstein has that move where he impales you. It's completely bugged, he'll hit you. Okay, it looks like this summon's actually pretty good. Oh shit, okay. Okay. Looks like I'm actually gonna... Oh yeah, someone points out like the biggest bug in a Souls game ever, which was when Dark Souls 3 came out, they had poise disabled. And it's still pretty much disabled, but it when they asked the devs said poise is working as intended. Okay, don't die, Sunbro, I need you. Is Slave Knight Gale out of health? Are you fucking kidding me? I will say one good thing about this boss. At least there's no long run to this boss. At least, like, the boss is right next to the bonfire. Not that that really helps, but... Yep, Gale died, because Gale sucks. Sucks monkey fuck. Sucks monkey fuck. So yeah, gimping. The problem with gimping poise is essential to any heavy armor build. Because in Dark Souls 1, the idea was you have a two-handed weapon. I normally use a Zweihander. So you have a two-handed weapon, and you start swinging, and you basically kill people in just a couple shots. So if there's poise in the game, then you don't get interrupted when you're swinging big, heavy weapons. And that's a good strategy. Okay, guys, it looks like I'm going to do it. I'm going to beat the fucking Demon Prince. Oh. Have you tried lighter builds? Yes. The thing is that... this build isn't as heavy as it looks because I actually have such high equip load that it's actually doesn't encumber me that much. Fuck! Oh, come on. I give up. I give up. Inconsistent damage. Anyways, 1 second. I'm just talking to Undertow about the podcast. Okay, 1 second. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. I will post the link in the chat. Okay. Let me just post a link to Bitchute's channel. So there you go. That is a link. That podcast will be starting soon. I will be on it. God bless you guys.